All right, so here's a quick walkthrough of problem one. Now, as you watch this walkthrough, it can be a great tool to help you out. However, make sure that you're able to do these type of problems without the video as well. So look through the book for some other problems like these. So number one, state whether the function is a polynomial function. And so we've got our polynomial, we've got our descending degree of x's, and you could have one that's missing. It could be a 0x to the second or whatever. But number one is a polynomial, so that's a yes. Well, number two is not a polynomial. The top here is a polynomial, but the bottom, it makes it into a rational function. So we got no, this is not a polynomial. Next, we've got to give the zeros of the function if they exist. And so let's go through here. And luckily for us, the number 1a is factorable. And that's going to be typically one of our easier ways to find the zero of a function. So we set it equal to 0, where the y-axis is equal to 0, and it's going to factor to x minus 1 times x minus 8. That means my roots, or my zeros here, are going to be 1 and 8. It is asking for 0, so let's go ahead and give it as a point, as a location. That's going to be 1, 0, and 8, 0. Again, the x value, then the y value. Now for number 2, again, this isn't a polynomial, but I would still expect that you could find the zeros of this because the top is a polynomial and it's a quadratic in particular. You could go through and use the discriminant, see if this is factorable, but this one doesn't happen to be factorable. And so let's go ahead and use the quadratic formula. We got negative b over 2a plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac also over 2a. And that might look a little bit different than you're used to. And we've talked about in class why I think this is probably a better use of the formula. And so this is x equals. We're looking for the roots and where y is equal to 0. But let's go ahead and use it right now. So negative b, my a, b, and c are going to be 2, 3, and negative 4. And so negative b, so negative 3 over 2 times a, that's going to be over 4, plus or minus the square root of b squared. So b squared is going to give us 9 minus 4 times a. What's our a value? Well, 2. And times c. Our c value is negative 4. And that's also over 2 times a, which is 4. And so we got to do a little bit of cleaning up over here. So we got 9 minus and negative. So this is going to be plus. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 4 is 32. And so we have the square root of 41. And that's going to be our final answer. So negative 3/4 plus the square root of 41 over 4, comma 0. That's our first 0. And the other one's going to be, maybe I can fit the, now we're going to run a little bit out of room. The second one's going to be negative 3/4 minus the square root of 41 over 4, comma 0. All right, I hope that helped.